fan of lightest spinning, but you have to be a true hero to know it. Anyway, stream, I'm back with another video on good old Fash, the worst players in the entire game. So, of course, the Maestro, the best Paladin in the game, is playing with the worst players in the entire game. Backpedaling, inbred, self-play, brickhead, pinbrain, weasel, ear-watching, disgraces who eat dirt. With this Windwalker and DK, who are both 1200 CR nobodies. So we're playing versus Rogue Mage, and I'm going to go over the gameplay again and say everything they're doing wrong and what they could be doing better, and time to win. So before our game, make sure to start doing workouts. It may look like you're having sexual intercourse with yourself on camera, but you know you're not. And if I was, then I'd be making a lot more money than those OnlyFans uggos. Anyways, big damn. So the game's about to start. Get Beakyons up. Change the Barrier of Faith. Now, I don't actually think Barrier of Faith is better versus Rogue Mage when you're playing a melee comp, because you can't get Flash of Lights off when you want to, so you're not gonna get. So you're not gonna get. So you're not gonna get good uptime with your Barrier of Faith, really. Besides with Holy Shock. Now versus DK. Windwalker DK versus Mage, they should be going in to get a combat as fast as they can, or sitting back with me. I think sitting back with me is probably better versus an Arcane Mage. It just depends. And the DK is, look at this guy. He's fucking backpedaling into a pillar. He has no idea what's going on. He's oblivious of everything. He's a blind wombat. So he's literally just sitting on the corner. This is the worst thing you could ever do. The Windwalker, my team's running all the way in, while the DK is sitting back here. This is the worst thing that could happen. And So we actually get in combat, which ends up being good, because this is bad for them. If they sat me and get an opener, it's so good. But the Arcane Mage just attacked us, so because they're 1200 players too. Like, they're 1200 players playing against 1200 players, so the Arcane Mage attacks us, which is good. That means I don't get sapped. Now, what I'm doing now is getting my Tyrus Deliverance off, and then using my Flash Heals that are with my proc from Holy Shock to make it so my mana doesn't cost anything. Now, what these people should be doing right now, since Arcane surges up, they should literally just run right here. They should run right here and then grip the Mage back. Instead, what are they doing? They're running at the Mage, taking max damage for no reason. So they get opened on where the Mage can attack them. They had 30 seconds here to run back here, too, so they wouldn't take any damage. So the Windwalker Monk on my team, for no reason, decides it's a good idea. The Brain Dead Windwalker, you can see the little incap DR right here. The Brain Dead Windwalker decides to incap the guy that he's attacking. So he incaps the rogue that he's attacking for literally no reason. Then he sweeps him, so the incap breaks, of course, instantly. Then he sweeps just the rogue, which does literally nothing. Then, after he sweeps just the rogue for no reason, which means we get no pressure because we need to get a double sweep or a triple sweep to get pressure. And sweeping the rogue is the worst thing you could ever do, since our main target is the Mage, and I told him before the game to go Mage, and we agreed to go upon him going Mage. So what does he do? He sweeps the rogue. So now we wasted our leg sweep, which means we get no pressure, which means the Disc Priest gets barrier down, which means their damage is reduced by 60%. So now we get 0 CDs in the opener, and it's the worst opener. And now the Mage is also left free casting on us, so we're going to take max damage because he decided not to go on the Mage and randomly incap sweep the rogue. For no reason. So now we're going to be far behind. But of course, I'm in a great position here. I'm in a position where I can heal, and the Mage is back here, so he can't CC me. Now I know that the only CC that can come is from the rogue, from a Shadow Step Kidney, or from a blind. But since it's the opener of the game, I know he's going to blind me, so I pre-sack the blind.
This guy's literally backpedaling. He could easily blink CS me here. He's too bad too, though.
There's potential for the Mage to double blink CS me here, but like he's a 1200 CR player. The DK on my team decides to stun the Mage here for no reason at all. Does nothing for us. It's horrible stun.
Yeah, good cheap shot. They used all their damage there. We're on the wrong target.
So the Rogue Mage did use all their damage there, but even though they used all their damage, they have infinite amounts of damage. This is an Outlaw Rogue and an Arcane Mage. So what we needed to do this entire time is we're just losing the game at this point, because if we don't get cooldowns with our first grip sweep, which we didn't use, then we're just falling behind, because it's impossible for H-Belly to even heal through the consistent damage of Rogue Mage. So we need to be on the Mage. He silences the Mage here. Why are you silencing a Mage? for no reason when the Disc Priest is out of CC and the Mage is 100% health. Like, the level of incompetent brain damage is so massive. Like, there's no possible way this kid could even fit in through his own garage. This kid would literally get fucking anvil dropped on his head when he's walking somewhere from the sky. That's how dumb this kid is, man.
Soon. He's coming to blind me now.
So, I know that he's coming to blind me, so I pre-stack the instant cast CC, which is impossible to do, but the Maestro always does the impossible. I call it out before it even happens. So if I didn't pre-sack that, then they would have got my trinket here, or they even could have forced my bubble if I don't trinket and he comes and saps me, and then the people on my team don't react. Because if he comes and blinds me, they're still 100% health. So I could probably sit the blind, but if he saps me out of the blind, then I probably have to bubble because then he can sap or kidney my trinket. So, because the people on my team, they're not going to use any CDs till 10% health. So then they're going to die through the CDs. So so it's a minute into the game when we just started attacking the mage, and yet again, the fucking brain dead Windwalker on my team decides it's a good idea to incap the rogue that he's attacking. So twice now, in 1 minute, he's incapped the rogue that we're attacking. And we're not even supposed to be attacking the rogue. Good job, you self-play trash, IQ of a negative guppy Windwalker. So now we've wasted all our CC. We wasted pet stun, silence, stun, and incap, all on random targets that aren't the priest. Good job, Windwalker DK.
Why did you incap the rogue?
So now I'm saying how bad he is because he incapped the rogue. So now he puts us over behind. So now what I'm trying to do is, since I finally lived through their first burst, now it's my time to go in and do CC on the priest. So I'm running in, since I sacked the blind, to go hodge the priest. So now I got to go bait out Fade, and I got to go make sure I don't get sheeped. And we'll see what I do here. So the DK on my team also is standing behind the pillar here instead of attacking the mage. So he's literally standing behind a pillar at full health, attacking the rogue for no reason. He should be on the mage, no idea what he's doing, he's a backpedaling moron.
I gotta bait out Fade.
So I baited Fade there.
I'm gonna get feared now.
Now I gotta. So I baited Fade, then I dodged the fear, then I get a full hodge. The DK gives the mage precog, so I can't kick the sheep. So now I get full sheep for no reason.
Because they faked his kick, so now he gets sheep, he needs the karma here, karma.
So right here, this is the most obvious karma of all time. The Windwalker, you're 40% health. It's the best time you could ever karma. The mage is 50% health, and the rogue is 40% health. We finally have pressure. I don't even know how we have pressure. Seeing as they've done everything wrong the entire game. Just because they're insanely bad, and I got a perfect hodge. But if he karmas here, we get to stay offensive, and we actually get to force a CD. But what does this brain dead kid do? He runs 95 yards across the map for absolutely no reason when he has every single CD, and he could have just pressed karma. Which puts us so far behind and makes it so they can attack the DK and do max damage to the DK, putting me even further behind. If he just karmas here, we force Ice Block instantly, and then we're able to just win the game.
Karma. Doesn't want karma. Just karma here instead of porting.
Runs all the way across the map for no reason.
Just tell him here. They broke it.
This isn't the absolute worst thing, but it does kind of suck, because then it just puts me farther and farther behind. And then in a time when he's supposed to karma there, he diffused there and then ported, which is I don't know why he diffused. There was no arcane mage damage there, really. Like, that was just terrible. If anything, he should have just ported and not used any other CDs, because I wasn't even in CC. And what he really should have done is just karma and stay offensive. So yet again, we're not using any grips on the mage or slows on the mage, so he's literally just walking away from us, which is the worst thing in the world. We also don't Chains of Ice the rogue or the priest, so the priest can freely move around the map. Yet again, we still haven't done a single setup. Now I'm trying to do my blind on the priest right now, since I'm right next to him probably.
Full blind. It just missed for no reason.
I'm standing literally on top. I'm right here, the priest is right here, and my blind misses. That is wild. So my blind miss is not my fault. Nothing I can do about it. I'm literally a 1 yard away from him. He's obviously just lagging because I'm on some Bartholas cunt server or whatever. So he AMZs. There's no offensive cooldowns pops. No idea why he AMZs here.
God damn it. For no reason. I have a double string Larry.
AMZs because he feels like it, I guess. Nothing was happening. We were in no trouble. He hadn't pressed any stuns. The mage is in a leg sweep, and the DK AMZs. Good AMZ. That's a great AMZ, DK. Good job.
Fake the kicks, though.
So we're finally attacking the mage now. And now I know right here that the mage is going to try to sheep me. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get to this pillar. So the mage would have to double blink if he wants to sheep me. If I run to this pillar here, then I can get feared by the priest and sheep by the mage and kidneyed by the rogue. So I'm trying to get back to this pillar before he sheeps me. Unfortunately, I can't.
Like a barrier here. This is bad.
And we don't use kicks here.
CC here.
So I'm gonna get sheep here. They fake their kicks. They faked one of the Windwalker DK's kicks here, so he gets a full sheep on me. If he landed that kick, then I won. So since I sacked the blind, I'm able to trinket this sheep, but it still sucks I have to trinket for no reason because they don't know how to kick, and I'm literally 1 foot from the pillar. So I'm 1 foot. If he even just held this kick instead of just kicking air and giving him precog, then I would have got to the pillar here and wouldn't have had to trinket here.
I'm gonna trinket that since I sacked the blind.
And do you see how as a healer you can't control the game at all? You literally do not control the game at all. If you have brain dead, self-play, garbage, pointy nipple, saggy nipple, disgusting, Barney watching, ear watching, itsy bitsy spider, cunt fucker, DPS, you're gonna lose every fucking game and there's nothing you can do about it. Especially as an H-Pal, where no matter what you do, your cooldowns don't do enough, your healing doesn't do enough, and you all your win potential is based on how good your teammates are and positioning. That's all your win potential as an H-Pal.
Killing through this when he SLCS. So
I get kidney behind a pillar. I try to do everything I can to line the CC. He needs to just karma here, probably, or maybe he can get away without karma. He probably can actually get away without karmaing here, because I'm only 3 seconds into the kidney. He's still at 80% health, so I can probably just sack him out of this. But I don't have too much healing.
Karma before you get stunned, karma. Stop, bro.
So he doesn't karma here, which I think karma here would have been good. Yeah, it would have been pretty good. It would have saved me a lot of, because we're just both rotting down. And I already knew he was going to get stunned here. It's such an obvious karma. He still won't use karma. It's 3 minutes into the game now.
I'm going to bop this probably. No, I can't bop that. I'm going to sack mine.
So I already used full heal.
It was really bad because
So I end up having to use sack. It would have been great if he karma since he hasn't used it in 3 minutes now. And then I could have saved sack for a time when I actually needed to, because now the DK is dying too. And it puts me really far behind because I still got to fake 2 kicks.
He's casting an arcane surge.
And my healing doesn't do anything. So even if I fake a kick, right there I got a flash heal off, it just did negative healing. So even if I fake a kick, which is really hard to do because I got to fake it in a time when if I get kicked, we lose the game. If I get kicked here, the game is over. And if I don't get kicked, we barely get healed. So
he does it so late over on top of my.
So right here, what needs to happen is they're both 30% health. He already wasted karma, and it's obvious not to karma the mage because he's going to block it. You don't karma the mage when the mage is going to block anyway. You karma the rogue or the priest. So he wastes karma on the mage who already has to block, so he's going to be able to block his karma, and he has his port nowhere to be found because he's a delusional brain dead moron. So now what he needs to do is realize that we're dying. I have no cooldowns besides a bop, which isn't going to help him because he's going to get spell stolen or purged immediately, and he needs to run away back to me to let me top us where I can get flash heals off. But what does he do? What does he do? He stays in for no reason, attacking into an ice block. So he stays in here, attacking into an ice block. And the mage knows that if he blinks this way, the brain dead Windwalker on my team is actually going to chase him at 10% health with no cooldowns. And what does the Windwalker on my team do? I'm going to have to bubble this. What does the Windwalker on my team do? He runs back this way.
Oh, he just gets
as soon as possible.
It's so broken.
So we get a double sweep here, but as soon as the mage blinks back this way, the Windwalker on my team, of course, follows, and then we auto-lose.
Holy shit, double searing glare here.
So I get a perfect double searing glare, which is really good. And then he stuns him there when I was going to...
we have nothing.
I didn't have Hodge. So this is where he runs across the map. Windwalker on my team, 0 IQ. Runs across the map when he has 0 CDs. Boxes me out because the mage is just baiting him here. He has a blink back. So the mage can just blink back over here, and then he can cheat me for free. So I'm stuck over here. My brain dead Windwalker has no idea. What we could have done right here is just stand behind this pillar and attack the rogue for free, bait the mage to come back here, attack him, then get our cooldowns back. I have sack in 20 seconds and I bop, and then we can win the game. It's very, very simple.
The mouse is really hard to use right now.
So he runs all the way here because he's clueless. Now he gets kidneyed, and now there's nothing I can do about it because he's just able to blink back and sheet me. I couldn't even run around the pillar because it's an instant cast sheet. Basically, it's like a 0.8 second cast sheet. So before my global can even go off of any of my globals to even get around this side of the pillar, he already sheeps me, and there's nothing I can do about it. Of course, the Windwalker runs behind a pillar into a kidney. There's absolutely nothing I can do to save him because he has IQ of an Amazon rainforest guppy sperm or a tadpole sperm. So now we're completely fucked at this point. So, and what happens next is you won't even believe. It's unfathomable brain damage. So what happens next? He actually ports away. So he's 100% alive right here, right? So I'm right here. He's right here behind this pillar. He's 3 feet away. Literally he could backpedal 1 foot and he's in my line of sight. But what does this fucker cunt do? What does this person who deserves to be in Guantanamo Bay do? Getting tortured? What does he deserve? What does he do? He runs back this way. Into the mage.
Holy fuck! You can't make. Where are you going? Immediate kick.
Bro.
Immediate kick.
Yeah.
Immediately kick.
And what does he do after he ports? So he's right here. He's literally right here. All he has to do is step right here, backpedal 1 foot, and he's full health and in a perfect position. What does he decide to do? Literally ports back into where he was. Anyway, stream, as you can see, this is the worst Windwalker to ever live. He deserves the worst things to happen to him. He deserves to be sent to Siberia to suck the juice from a rotten communist potato. It's crazy.
Oh my god, I'm gonna make a highlight of how bad he is. Holy shit. It's okay, more content for the maestro. The level of pure incompetent brain damage. This kid literally probably saves up his own food in his teeth and save it for later. This kid literally eats the lint out of his own belly button. Dude, that is the...
This kid would literally lick his own granny's diaper for a living. But yes, anyway, stream, yet another video of the biggest self-plays to ever live. It's so depressing. It's so depravity, pure treachery, playing with these evil-doing guppy scum. I should never have to play with people that are this bad, but unfortunately, the skill cap for WoW is impossible because the Blizzard makes it impossible for you to play the game. So this is just the way it is, but the Maestro Press is on and will never give up. Make sure to like the video and share it with your Peziante friends. And of course, the Maestro is immune to all poison and disease. So make sure to sub to the Maestro for a better life, and maybe you will be too. Donate to the Maestro for a better life.